நிதியமைச்சர் ப. சிதம்பரம் டெல்லியில் செய்தியாளர்களை சந்தித்து வருகிறார். அதனை நேரலையில் பார்க்கலாம்.
Monthly report for March, and that report is a damning indictment of the state of the economy. Yesterday, the NSSO shot a major hole into the CSS data and the CSO's GDP series. It turns out that the MCA 21 data, which has so far not been made public or shared with any researchers or economists, is full of falsehoods. 35% of the companies in the MCA data do not exist or cannot be traced. That's the kind of bluff and bluster which the government has used to present a rosy picture of the economy. But now all that is falling apart. Let me quickly list 10 or 12 headlines from the March 2019 report. Firstly, and this is only for the last 3 years, 2016-17, 17-18 and 18-19, the GDP growth has declined from 8.2% to 7.2 to 7.0. The gross fiscal deficit has remained flat. Capital expenditure has remained flat. The GDP deflator, which is a measure of inflation, has been rising from 3.1 to 3.8 to 4.2. The current account deficit has been rising from 0.6 to 1.9 to 2.6. Private consumption expenditure has declined. Government consumption expenditure has declined. The fixed investment rate has declined. The growth in gross value added in agriculture has precipitously declined from 6.3 to 5.0 to 2.7. Gross value added in industry has remained flat. Index of industrial production has declined. Growth in gross value added in services has declined. And we could go on and on. There's not a single parameter which has shown a rising trend. Yet, Mr. Modi wants us to believe that after 5 years, the economy is robust or strong. This is perhaps the weakest point of the economy in the last 5 years. I think we're back to where the economy was in 2004. The next government has a lot of work to do to repair the grave damage done by the BJP.
Thank you, sir. I want to take you through a few more details, and this is a handout that you will have with you. Mr. Chidambaram has pointed out that the government's own GDP figures show declining growth. Now, yesterday's NSSO data and the expose that has come out in the Mint today suggests that even these numbers, which we were doubting, these are already overestimates. And therefore, it is pretty clear that GDP growth under this government is much lower than what even they claim it to be. Now, again, when it comes to the fiscal deficit, let's take a look at that picture. If you look at the tax revenues that have come in, it's pretty clear that the government is going to be facing a very significant shortfall of 1.6 lakh crores in tax revenue, and the fiscal deficit is likely to be nearly 3.9 to 4%, much higher than what this fiscally disciplined government, so-called fiscally disciplined government, has tried to portray. Inequality also under this government, which is a Soot Boot Ki Sarkar, has also worsened considerably, and you've seen that. We're showing you the details on that front as well. And the last slide that you see on this picture here is about investments and savings. Only when savings increase will investments increase, and when investments increase will the economy's growth increase, more jobs be created. And you can see the downward trend during the few years of Modi Sarkar. This has led to, next, a massive jobs crisis across domains, and we are aware that the unemployment rate is at a 28-year high. And the labor force participation rate across sectors, male, female, urban and rural, is all showing signs of continuous decline. The youth are facing severe joblessness, and the highlights are on the side out there. Just in 2018, more than 1 crore worth of jobs have been lost, and a large number of those people who are still at work are earning less than 10,000 per month. This is also after the damage done by demonetization, which is alleged to have which is shown to have cost 35 lakh people their jobs, and which has resulted in the male workforce shrinking for the first time in 25 years. So the grim unemployment scenario, the fact that there are no jobs, in total contrast to the Prime Minister's argument that he would create 2 crore jobs a year. That's the reality, and that's why when the Prime Minister throws challenges, he never ever throws a challenge to compare his economic track record with our track records over previous years. Salma?
Thank you, Rajiv. I want to talk about rural district.
கடந்த 5 ஆண்டுகளில் நாட்டின் பொருளாதாரம் கடுமையாக வீழ்ச்சியடைந்திருப்பதாகவும் 2004ஆம் ஆண்டு இருந்த நிலைக்கே இந்தியா திரும்பிவிட்டதாகவும் குறிப்பிட்ட ப. சிதம்பரம், பாரதிய ஜனதா அரசு அளிக்கும் புள்ளி விவரங்களை விட தற்போதைய நிலைமை மிகவும் குறைவாக இருப்பதாகவும் குறிப்பிட்டிருக்கிறார். மிக முக்கியமாக கடந்த 5 ஆண்டுகளில் நாட்டின் பொருளாதாரம் என்பது வீழ்ச்சியடைந்து கொண்டே வருவதாகவும், வேலைவாய்ப்பின்மை குறைவு, இதுபோன்ற பல்வேறு விஷயங்கள் எல்லாமே பாரதிய ஜனதா அரசினுடைய சான்றாக இருப்பதாகவும் அவர் குறிப்பிட்டிருக்கிறார்.